Franklin TV Sports presents exciting Franklin High School swimming. Today we come to you live from Milford High School in Milford, Mass. as the Scarlet Hawks of Milford High host the Panthers of Franklin High School. Hi neighbors, and welcome to our telecast and Happy New Year here in 2025. I'm Pete Royce calling the action in this swim meet between Franklin and Milford, and our producer, our director today is Chris Flynn. So this is it, Franklin with the swim meet on the road at Milford. Two exciting Hockomock League foes, and they'll be swimming in this pool. Franklin will be swimming in lanes 2, 4, and 6, and Milford, the host school, in lanes 1, 3, and 5. A new look for the coaching staff for Franklin this year as Carl Cederquist takes over for Jessica Pridham. Carl Cederquist, what a veteran coach. He coached in USA Swimming, which includes the town of Franklin and Wheaton College, for about 40 years. And he had several players, swimmers from his team go on to the Olympic trials. And he had one 13-year-old girl, Elizabeth Beisel. He didn't coach her in the Olympics, but after he left coaching her when she graduated from his program at age 13, she went on to an Olympic career for the U.S., and she swam for the U.S. Olympic team in Beijing, China. So tip of the hat, what a veteran we have in Coach Carl Cederquist. He came out of retirement to fill this job here at Franklin High School. About ready to go. It's a crowd that's just arriving here. They've taken their seats in the balcony. We're high above the pool at Milford, right at the midpoint of the pool. And we look down on the swimmers. And the first event coming up here today will be the girls' 200-yard medley relay. So that's a event in which the teams do all four styles of swimming, and it's a relay team, so there'll be a whole bunch of swimmers lined up. And for Franklin, they'll be swimming in lane 2. They'll have Keegan Wright to go first, followed by Bridget Travers, Molly McKinnon, and Elise Ferreira. And in lane 4, it'll be Harakale Barali, Taylor O'Neill, Ksenia Bagdasarian, and Ava Pecora. In lane 6, Emily Liu, Sanve Dante, Chloe Chu, and Madeline Fournier. And the swimmers have jumped into the pool. And again, Franklin in lanes 2, 4, and 6. And it's Milford simply in lane 3. They only have one team participating in this, and we're underway. And they're starting with the backstroke. In lane 2, it's Keegan Wright. In lane 4, Harakali Barali. In lane 6, Emily Liu. She's in the far lane, the one furthest away from our camera. And it looks like in lane 4, Harakali Barali has the opening lead on the backstroke. And she'll touch the wall, and the next player is in. Next swimmer is in for Franklin, and that would be Bridget Travers. And she's swimming in the breaststroke. Travers in lane 4. Franklin has a lead, 2 swimmers to 1, and then Milford has 3rd place at the moment, and Franklin has 4th place in lane 6. But in lane 4, on the breaststroke, is Bridget Travers. And in lane, she's in lane 2, and in lane 4, Taylor O'Neill. And in lane 4, it's going to be Travers hitting the wall. Now the next swimmer is in, it's Molly McKinnon. Molly McKinnon is going to do the butterfly. Molly McKinnon in lane 4 with the butterfly. Franklin with a big lead here. 1 minute and 40 seconds into this swim event. Molly McKinnon, she has a 3/4 pool length lead over the Milford rival. And in lane 2, lane 6 would be Chloe Chu. And now the final leg. This is Elise Ferreira in lane 2 and Ava Pecora in lane 4. And it's going to be Pecora. It's going to hit the wall, and Franklin will have first place here in this 200-yard medley relay. Pecora hits the wall. And in lane 2, the next swimmer here also hits the wall, and that is going to be Franklin's Elise Ferreira. So Franklin takes first and second place, and Milford takes third place, and Franklin will take fourth place. So Franklin, 1, 2, and 4, Milford 3. And that's our first event here, the 200-yard medley relay. It's exciting where each swimmer does one of those styles, but they have 4 swimmers covering all 4 styles. The event for the winning entry was, second place was 2:26.91. I believe first place was somewhere around 2:05 or something like that. And that's right near 2:08, I think. That's right near the seed time for the Franklin team. They swam in to qualify at 2:08.99. And so the Panthers off to a good start. They take 2 out of the top 3 spots in the first event. Now going to go to the boys' 200-yard medley relay. And in lane 2 will be Arsh Tiagi, followed by Amir Shakarov, followed by Brady Loomis, followed by Joshua Balo. And in lane 4, Frank will have Zach Pecora leading off, followed by Brendan Collins, then Miller Wasik, and Owen Chandaria. And so Franklin will be in lanes 2 and 4, Milford in lanes 3 and 5. This is the same event that the girls just swam in, the 200-yard medley relay. So glad you're with us, fans on Franklin TV, and we're streaming on YouTube. Scarlet Hawks with their red trunks, Franklin in their blue trunks, waiting for the starter to get them in position for this 200-yard medley relay. Again, Franklin in lane 2 and lane 4. Lane 2 closer than lane 4. That's on the farther side of the pool, towards the back wall of the pool as you look out on the Milford High swimming pool. Franklin with a lot of participants, many more than Milford in this event. Swimming is so big in Franklin. In fact, they'll be having 37 swimmers overall. Sorry, 55 total individual events will take place, and that'll be shared with 37 swimmers. There'll be 33 swimmers in the female individual events and 22 swimmers in the male individual events. So we're waiting here to start this 200-yard boys medley relay. Be the same 4 styles of swimming: backstroke, butterfly, freestyle, and the breaststroke. So we're still waiting. A little bit of delay here at the Milford High pool. Had a chance to talk to Coach Cedarquist before the game. He said, I wasn't planning on it, but the job came open at Franklin, and so I took it. A veteran of swimming coaching annals, and he replaces Jessica Pridham, who was the coach. We thank Jessica for her longtime help with us in covering swimming here at Milford High School. So I'm not sure why the delay, but there is a delay going on here at Milford, and now finally the whistle blow the swimmers to attention, and here we go. And they are in the pool, so we'll start this again. Franklin in lane 2 will have Arsh Tiagi leading off, and in lane 4, Zach Pecora. Milford in lanes 3 and 5. Going to start with the backstroke. Some final instructions being given to some of the swimmers. Hush comes over the pool here in Franklin, and the swimmers are about to take their mark. And still a delay. So we're waiting for the starting whistle to get the boys' 200-yard medley relay going. And now here we go again. The horn sounds. There was a clock malfunction. That was the reason. So the clock was not functioning properly. Looks like now they got it zeroed out at zeros. We'll see if that bodes well. And now the swimmers are in their starting position. Franklin lanes 2 and 4. Milford lanes 3 and 5. There we go. The backstroke. And Franklin out of the gate early in lane 4 with the early lead is Zach Pecora. Milford in second place, Franklin in third, Milford in fourth. Pecora with a nice kick off the back plate. And he is a long, long swim on that turnaround for Pecora. And in lane 4 will be next up Brendan Collins. And Collins is going to do the breaststroke. And in lane 2 for Franklin, it's Amir Shakarov. Franklin with a big lead in lane 4. This is Collins on the breaststroke, a very difficult stroke. Maybe the hardest one of the 4 in the medley. Next up for Franklin lane 4 will be Miller Wasik, and he's going to do the butterfly. Miller Wasik with a big lead in lane 4. He has almost a full pull length lead. Miller Wasik. And in lane 2 is Brady Loomis. So Franklin, quick out, and here comes the 4th swimmer in lane 4. This will be Owen Chandaria. Owen Chandaria in lane 4. Milford is in second place. Franklin has third at the moment. And Chandaria swimming with the freestyle in lane 4. He's going to help win the event for Franklin. In lane 2, the 4th swimmer is in. That is Joshua Belo, and time of 1:48.62 for Franklin. 1:48.62. They win first place. Milford will take second place in lane 3. And Franklin will have third place in lane 2. Same like the first meet. Franklin first, second, and fourth. Milford third place. 1:48.62. That's a good time. The seating time for Franklin was 1:46.75, so they're just off that. And we're going to be moving on to the next event, which will be our third event of the day, the girls 200-yard freestyle. So this will be 200 yards. The call to position in Franklin will have in lane 2 Reagan Danahy, and in lane 4 Cassina Bagdasarian, and in lane 6 Eliana Boudreau. We're underway for the freestyle. This is 200 yards. Franklin with a little bit of a lead in lane 4. That is Cassina Bagdasarian. But it's close. Franklin actually has first place at the moment in the lead for first, in the lead for second, and the lead for third, but it's very close with the Milford swimmer in lane 3. So there's one round trip in the books. And Bagdasarian hits the wall and starts her third lap. Just over 30 seconds in. Franklin in lane 4, and in lane 6 is Eliana Boudreau. And it's very close for second place. But Bagdasarian with a big lead, about a half a pool length in lane 4. Hits the wall, and this is her fifth lap, fifth leg of the pool. So she still has that half of a length pool, maybe a 3/4 of a length pool lead. lane 6 for Franklin, Eliana Boudreau. And in lane 2, Tegan Danahy. Bagdasarian a little slower on her stroke now as she finishes her 6th leg of this event. And she hits the wall at 137.88. Franklin in control here in lane 4. Ksenia Bagdasarian. This is her 8th leg. This is a 200-yard freestyle. Bagdasarian is going to hit the wall here, and she does at 2:09.33. 2:09.33 for first place for Ksenia Bagdasarian. Franklin now in lane 2 is very close to the Milford swimmer. It's by a half of a length of a body. In lane 2, going for it here is Danahy, and she gets second place. Franklin gets first, second, and fourth, I believe. So, good time in lane 4 for Bagdasarian. And Franklin often swimming away here with 3 victories in 3 events. And Bagdasarian's time was 2:09.33. The seed time for Franklin for Bagdasarian was 2:08.88. So just a half a second off her seed time is Ksenia Bagdasarian. We're going to move now to the boys 200-yard freestyle. And Franklin will have swimmers in lanes 2, 4, and 6. In lane 2 will be Ollie McCarthy. His seed time was 2:07.94. In lane 4 will be Zach Pecora. His seed time was 1:53.99. And in lane 6, Amir Shakarov. His seed time was 2:35.88. This is the 200-yard boys freestyle. Franklin has finished 1 and 2 in the first 2 events. Milford in 3rd place, I believe, for all 3 events. And event number 4 now. The whistles bring the swimmers to their position on the starting blocks. Second whistle, the boys are up on the platform. This is the 200-yard boys freestyle. 8 lengths of the pool. And they're in the pool. McCarthy in lane 2, Pecora in lane 4, and Shakarov in lane 6 for Franklin High School. And in lane 4 with the early lead is Zach Pecora. Everybody else pretty bunched. Sikora swimming fast in lane 4. He's got a 2-length lead over his nearest rival from Milford. He hits the wall and maintains that 2 to 2.5 length lead. Pecora in lane 4. Milford has second place in lane 3 at the moment, but it's close. And also alongside for Franklin in lane 2 is Ollie McCarthy. This is Zach Pecora on his 4th leg of an 8-lap event. Pecora bounces off the wall. His lead has been extended now to half of a pool length. But second place right now is owned by Milford. So that would be the first time they finish second if they can keep this up. Pecora on his next lap has opened up that over half of a length pool lead over his rival from Milford. Pecora halfway through this leg. Franklin in 3rd place, Milford in 2nd, Milford in 4th, in 3rd, and Franklin in 5th. Here's Pecora in lane 4. Zach Pecora will watch his time. This is going to wrap it up for him, and Zach Pecora hits the wall at 1:49.70. And his seating time was 1:53.99. Milford has second place. And Franklin has third place in lane 2. That's Ollie McCarthy. Milford has third place in lane 5. And Franklin will have fifth place in lane 6. And that would be Amir Shakarov. So Franklin at that time finishes 1 and 6, Milford 2 and 3. And Franklin finishes 5. Another good event. Franklin has finished first in each of the first 4 events. That was the boys' 200-yard freestyle. And now it's going to be the girls' 200-yard individual medley. And Franklin will be up in lane 2 and 4. In lane 2 will be Molly McKinnon. Her seed time was 2:36.75. And Taylor O'Neill will be in lane 4. Her seed time 2:30.88. And Emily Liu, her seed time as she swims in lane 6, will be 3:05.88. So of those 3, the best seed time was the swimmer from Franklin in lane 4, Taylor O'Neill, 2:30.88. First whistle brings the swimmers towards their position. Only 4 swimmers in this event. 2 for each. No, I'm sorry, Franklin has 3, Milford has only 1. Girls are in the pool. The lead is in lane 2 for Franklin. It's Molly McKinnon. Franklin has first, second, and third at the moment, but third is a battle between Milford and Franklin. And now the leading swimmer is in lane 4 for Franklin, and that is Taylor O'Neill. She's starting with the breaststroke. She hits the wall, and now she's going to go to the backstroke for Franklin in lane 4. Franklin also has second place at the moment, and third place at the moment as well. In lane 2, on the backstroke for Franklin, is Molly McKinnon. In lane 4, Taylor O'Neill. And in lane 6, Emily Liu. And Liu is in third place at the moment. Milford is in fourth and last place. And now we go for the next leg. It is the breaststroke, the butterfly, I'm sorry. And Franklin in lane 4, and that is Taylor O'Neill with the big lead. O'Neill. It is the breaststroke, I beg your pardon, in lane 4 for O'Neill. Coming up on 145, 147, 148, and she hits the wall at 151.07 for O'Neill. And Franklin in lane 2 hits the wall at 2:0. Oh, she's still got another lap to go, I beg your pardon. So you saw the power of Franklin's Taylor O'Neill. She's lapped everybody. Franklin wins it, takes first place anyway. And in lane 4, I'm sorry, it was not over. They had this one more lap to go. It was 2:25 for the winning score. 2:25 for Franklin. They get second place as well, and that's Emily McKinnon. And now the battle for third place in the far lane is Emily Liu. And it looks like she's going to have it. Looks like Franklin is going to sweep this event, the 200-yard individual medley. Second place finish was 2:37.01. First place was 2:25 and change. And Franklin in third place at 3:10.72. So they sweep this event. 1, 2, and 3, and Milford comes in fourth place on this event. So Franklin has had a first place finish in each of the first 5 events. Now it will be the boys' turn for the same event, the 200-yard individual medley. And Franklin in lane 2 will have Miller Wasik. And his seeding time was 2:28.06. In lane 4, Brendan Collins, his time was 2:03.87. And in lane 6, Arsh Tiagi, and his seeding time was 2:40.88. So certainly here, Brendan Collins would be the favorite with the seed time of 2:03.87. That's almost 25 seconds, 24 and a half seconds faster than the next Franklin swimmer, Miller Wasik. So the first whistle calls the swimmers to the pads. And Milford will also have 3 swimmers this time, so it's 3 against 3. Milford in lanes 1, 3, and 5. Franklin in lanes 2, 4, and 6. 200-yard individual medley. And the boys are in the pool. Oh, Milford with the quick jump out of the gate, and they have first place at the moment. It's the butterfly. Milford in lane 3. And now Franklin has taken the lead in lane 4. This is Brendan Collins on the butterfly. He hits the wall. And now the backstroke for Collins in lane 4. He's taken the lead. Milford got off to a quick start off the gate, but Collins has come on strong on the butterfly, and he hits the wall. In lane 2 for Franklin is Miller Wasik, and in lane 6, Arsh Tiagi. But this is Brendan Collins in lane 4. Half the race will be over when he hits the wall. He hits it. And now the breaststroke. The breaststroke, one of the toughest strokes there is, along with the butterfly. Brendan Collins in lane 4. His halfway time was just about a minute. Collins with the lead. The other swimmers have slowed down tremendously. Collins pulling away. He has about a half a pool lead. The final leg will be the freestyle for Brendan Collins in lane 4 for Franklin. He hits the wall. And here he goes with the freestyle. Collins, almost a 3/4 length pool lead in lane 4 for Franklin. Collins, who's going to take it, will watch his time. It's right now at 2 minutes. Collins in lane 4 finishes with the time of 2:05.74. 2:05.74 for Collins, and his seed time was 2:03.87, so a little bit off of that. And Milford has second place at 2:17. And Milford has third place. Franklin has fourth place in lane 2 and fifth place in lane 6. 1, 4, and 5. Milford 2, 3, and 6. So pretty good showing by Milford in that event. But Franklin has the first place finish. And that was that was Brendan Collins, the time of 2:05.74. So Franklin again has had a top swimmer in each of the first 6 events. The point system is a bit complicated, but there's points for first, second, and third. The only point, or fourth and fifth, if there's a 6-person race, I believe. The only points that don't score is the person who finishes last. The 6th place finish in this particular case finished at 2:05.250, almost 45 seconds off the lead of Brendan Collins. We're going to move to the girls' 50-yard freestyle. And Franklin will be in lane 2, will be Elise Ferreira. And in lane 4, Sasha Bagdasarian. And in lane 6, Madeline Surdy. 3 girls from Milford will be in this event as well. The girls are in the pool. Girl in lane 1 had a long start off the starting block. And it's Milford and Franklin, lanes 3 and 4, neck and neck. This is just 2 lengths of the pool, the freestyle. Franklin with a good spin move off the blocks for the turnaround. And again in lane 4 is Sasha Bagdasarian. Is going to be close, and Bagdasarian is going to win it at 27:59. Milford in second place, Franklin in third. Milford first, third. And so again, Franklin has not lost a first place position in any of these events. We're through 7 events. Sasha Bagdasarian finishes first. Now we're going to have another heat. The same event, the girls' 50-yard freestyle. And Franklin will have in lane 2 Poojan Gaur, and in lane 4 Lamaya Eduard, and in lane 6 Arnavi Pitke. So there's your Franklin swimmers. Milford will also have, well, they'll only have 2 swimmers here. Franklin will have 3, Milford will 2. The lane 1 is open. The first whistle will call the swimmers to their starting positions. Franklin in 2, 4, and 6. And for this heat, the same, the 50-yard freestyle. Franklin in lane 4 has the early lead. That is Lamaya Eduard. Now in lane 6, a better lead is Arnavi Pitke. And Pitke in lane 6 has a lead. Eduard is in second place. Milford in third place, Franklin in fourth, Milford in fifth. And Pitke's going to win it in lane 6 with a time of 33:75. Franklin will have second place with a time of 39:37. And Franklin finishes 1 and 2. In second place was Lamaya Eduard, Edouard. And her time was 3:37. Franklin 3:31, I believe. And that, and I'm sorry, in lane 6 was Arnavi Pitke for Franklin. Another first place finish for the Panthers. This will be our third heat of this event, and Franklin will be uncontested, so this will be a sort of an exhibition style heat because there'll be no Milford swimmers in the pool. This is heat number 3, and this is, they have no seating time. They're unopposed. It'll be Chelsea Stott in lane 2, Managina Brababoya in lane 4, and Destiny Bauer in lane 6. And the girls are in the pool. So no seating time on this because they're unopposed. And in lane 2 is Chelsea Stott. And she hits the deck at 16 seconds. Pretty good time. Stott in 2. And in lane 4 is Manojina Rajabayuna. And in lane 6 for Franklin, Destiny Bauer. 33:57 was the score. The time in lane 2, and in lane 4, 42:67. And in lane 6, no posting on that yet. So no posting on the third place finish. But Franklin was unopposed in that heat. And Chelsea Stott, rather, I believe it was Rajaboyina with the first place finish at 33:57. Second place was at 42:67. So we're now going to start the boys' 50-yard freestyle. There'll be 2 heats. Franklin will be in this heat. The second heat will be all Milford. Franklin in lane 2 is Brendan Flagey. In lane 4, Brady Loomis. And in lane 6, Connor McHenry. Milford with the early lead in lane 3. Milford, chance to finish first for the first time so far. They have a nice lead in lane 3. That's Aaron McIsaac. And McIsaac is going to win it Milford's first place finish. Milford will take first place at 25.97 and second place at 28.57. So Milford with the win. And third place, 28.63. Nice event there for Aaron McIsaac of Milford. So Franklin, I don't believe, scored any points on that particular heat. And now this will be all Milford with an exhibition swim, as they'll have 3 swimmers in the pool. No Franklin swimmers will be in the pool. This will be Davy Gomes, William Haley, and Ajan Lakadi for the Milford Scarlet Hawks. Franklin, though, with the lead in the event, total events to date so far today, with a lot of first place finishers, but Milford just got their first place finish. So the Milford boys get called to the starting blocks. Unopposed in lane 1, 3, and 5. Boys are in the pool. This is the second heat of the boys' 50-yard freestyle. We come to you today from Milford High School on the campus of the Scarlet Hawks. A Hockomock League matchup between Milford and Franklin in this swim meet. And in lane 3, he's slowing down. The swimmer in lane 5 has a chance to take it. See who it is. And it is lane 5 who gets the win. Uncontested there. That's Anjan Lakadi. And next swimmer was a few seconds behind. I believe that was William Haley and Davy Gomes to round it out. So we're going to move now to the girls' 100-yard butterfly. This is 2 complete round trips of the pool, and it looks like we're going to have a break here. So we're going to have an intermission. We're about midway through the program, and so we're going to pause in our coverage and come back in a bit of time and have the second half of our program. A lot of nice events. Well, we're not quite halfway through, but they've paused here, and they will have the girls' 100-yard butterfly to start it off. So Milford swimming well. We're going to pause and come back to you from Milford. So stay tuned for more exciting Hockomock League swim meet action. You're watching exciting Franklin High swimming on Franklin TV. We'll be back shortly with more coverage of our event today. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Milford High School. We get ready to start our first event after intermission. It's the girls' 100-yard butterfly. And Franklin has a swimmer in lane 2. It's Molly McKinnon. In lane 4, Ksenia Bagdasarian. And in lane 6, Bridget Travers. Right now in lane 4, Franklin with the lead. It's Ksenia Bagdasarian. And she'll hit the wall and make the turn at 28.87. Her seed time was 101.50. So she's on pace to top that. Bagdasarian in lane 4. 45 seconds in. 3/4 of the length of the pool to go. The butterfly. And Bagdasarian will hit the wall at 101.77. And Franklin will have second place at 106.46 in lane 2. Milford has third place, and Franklin will have fourth place in lane 6. First place for Bagdasarian, second place for Molly McKinnon, and fourth place for Bridget Travers. Franklin again with a first place finish. Of the events so far, and we've had 9 of them, Franklin has had the first place finish in 8 of them. So the second half of our event is underway. Pete Royce with you, Chris Flynn alongside from Milford High School. And now the boys will have their turn at the 100-yard butterfly. 4 lengths of the pool. Franklin will have 2 swimmers in this. In lane 2 will be Miller Wasik, and in lane 4 will be Owen Chandaria. Milford will have Ishmael De Silva in lane 3 and Ethan Fiedler in lane 5. Again, the new coach for the Panthers this year is Carl Cederquist, the longtime USA swim coach. So this is the 10th event of the day. The first whistle beckons the swimmers to get on the starting blocks, and here they go. 2 swimmers apiece. Franklin lanes 2 and 4, Milford in lanes 3 and 5. This is the 100-yard butterfly. Milford with the lead in lane 3, neck and neck, but Franklin in lane 4 coming on strong. And that is Owen Chandaria. And Chandaria hits the wall and nudges in front by a 3/4 of a body length lead on the Milford swimmer in lane 3. This is Chandaria in lane 4. Half the event over. Chandaria now with a 1.5 length lead in lane 4. Milford has second and third place, and Franklin in lane 2. Miller Wasik is in fourth place. But Chandaria has opened up a 4-length lead over Milford. This is Owen Chandaria in lane 4. His seed time was 57.99. He's got a chance to beat it. Chandaria hits the wall at 57.57. He beats his seed time. Milford in second place and in third place, and Franklin finishes last with Miller Wasik in lane number 2. So Franklin, another first place finish. Nice time. 57.57. He beats his seed time by 0.22 of a second. How about that for Owen Chandaria? Going to move now to the girls' 100-yard freestyle. There'll be 6 swimmers in the pool. This is heat number 1 of 2 heats. And for Franklin, lane 2 will be Ava Pecora. In lane 4, Hirakali Barali. And in lane 6, Keegan Wright. Milford will have 1, 3, and 5 will be Weiner, Raval, and Luster. First whistle beckons the swimmers up, and now on the second whistle they're on the starting blocks. This is the 100-yard freestyle. Ava Pecora in 2, Barali in lane 4, and Wright in lane 6. And it's Barali in lane 4 with the lead. 4 lengths of the pool. Barali in lane 4. Franklin also has second place in lane 2, and that's Ava Pecora. This is Barali. Franklin has first, second, and third at the moment, almost midway through. And there's the turn off the blocks for Heracali Barali in lane 4 for Franklin. And in lane 2, right behind, is Ava Pecora. And in third place in lane 6 is Keegan Wright. Barali, 1 length of the pool to go. Her seed time was 59:25. Don't know if she's going to top that here. Barali in lane 4. It's going to be close. Barali hits the wall at 59:68. How about that? Just misses her seed time by about 4/10 of a second. And Franklin in lane 2 has second place, and that's Ava Pecora. And in lane 6 has third place, Keegan Wright. Franklin sweeps it 1, 2, and 3. So there'll now be an uncontested heat for Franklin. There'll be no Milford swimmers in the pool. Franklin will have 2, 4, and 6. It's kind of an exhibition swim for Madeline Fournier. Of course, they want to best their times. Addison Lincourt will be in lane 4, and Amelia Piercy will be in lane 6. No Milford swimmers will be in this event. This is heat number 2 of our 11th event, the girls' 100-yard freestyle. So glad you're with us, fans, on Franklin TV, and we're streaming on YouTube. Pete Royce high above the pool here at Milford. Chris Flynn sending out the pictures and the sounds for your viewing pleasure. So the pool is cleared, and the 3 Franklin swimmers take the starting block. Again, Madeline Fournier in lane 2, Addison Lincourt in lane 4, and Amelia Piercy in lane 6. Pretty even start for all 3 swimmers. Lane 6 for Franklin Piercy with a slight lead. Very close. Piercy, maybe a quarter of a length lead in lane 6. Coming on strong in lane 2 is Fournier. This is very close. Fournier now inches in front in lane 2. These swimmers are all photo finish here in this quasi-exhibition event. And, I'm sorry, they have 2 more lengths to go on this freestyle. 100 yards, that's 4 lengths of the pool. And in lane 4, in lane 6, it's neck and neck. Lincourt and Piercy. Piercy with maybe a slight lead in lane 6. Yes, she does have a lead. Half a body length for Piercy over Lincourt. And in lane 2 is Madeline Fournier. Now Piercy with a full length lead in lane 6. Amelia Piercy. She's going to take it in this heat. And Piercy in lane 6 at 1:14.38. And in lane 4, to 1:17.70, and in lane 3, 1:22.29. So a 3-second win there for Amelia Piercy. There were no Milford swimmers in the pool in that event. We're going to move now to the boys' 100-yard freestyle. And there'll be only one heat. There'll be only one event. And Franklin will have lanes 2 and 4 and 6 occupied with Brady Loomis in 2, Ollie McCarthy in 4, and Patrick O'Toole in lane 6. Of those swimmers, the best time is Ollie McCarthy. He finished under a minute at 57:53. We'll keep an eye on him in lane number 4. Milford will have 3 swimmers in the pool as well. Alexander Kerr in lane 1, Ben Pezza in lane 3, and Owen Enright in lane 5. Starting whistles beckon the swimmers up on the platform. And there's the second whistle. Franklin lanes 2, 4, and 6. Waiting for the pool to be quiet. There's the mark, and the swimmers are in the pool. Franklin and Milford in lanes 4 and 3. Milford with the lead in lane 3. That is Ben Pezza. Pezza with a nose ahead in front of Ollie McCarthy in lane 4. Pezza now with a half a person length lead. Pezza hits the wall. 2 lengths to go. Pezza a 3/4 of a length lead over McCarthy. Lane 3 and lane 4 for Franklin. And Pezza almost a full length lead. Pezza hits the wall, and here he comes down the final stretch. He's at 41 seconds. Pezza in lane 3. Halfway through, he's going to win it. Ben Pezza in lane 3. He finishes at 53.67, and second place for Franklin at 55.34. So Milford takes it. McCarthy actually finished better than his seed time by about 2 seconds, but Pezza, he had a great seed time, and he comes up with the first place finish. His seed time was 55.21. He was at 53.67. So a nice victory for Pezza and Milford. So a good race, the 100-yard boys freestyle. We're going to move now to the girls 500-yard freestyle. This is going to be a long event. This is going to take 6 or 7 minutes for this next event to unfurl. And for Franklin, they'll have 3 swimmers in the pool. This is heat number 1, and that'll be in lane 2, Sasha Bagdasarian. In lane 4, Bridget Travers. And in lane 6, Hannah Flagey. Or Flage, I guess. Flage, let's go with that. Milford will have only 1 swimmer in the pool on this heat, and that'll be Bridget Howland in lane number 3. This is the girls' 500-yard freestyle. So this is going to be a while. So we're waiting for this event to get underway. It's a battle of endurance. This is not a sprint. This is a marathon here coming up in the 500-yard freestyle. They can use any style of swimming they want. Most use that freestyle, the Australian crawl, if you want to call it, as opposed to the butterfly backstroke or breaststroke. So again, Franklin with 3 swimmers in the pool, Milford with only 1. In lane 2, Sasha Bagdasarian. In lane 4, Bridget Travers. In lane 6, Hannah Flage. Milford's Bridget Howland in lane 3. They're on their mark. We're underway. Nice even start for all 4 swimmers. Franklin with a slight lead in lane 4, and that is Bridget Travers. She's opened it up to a 3/4 length lead on the Milford swimmer in lane 3. This is Travers in lane 4. Again, this is a long, long swim. For example, Travers' seed time was 6:31.31. The Milford swimmer's seed time was 6:55.56, so about 24 seconds ahead of the Milford swimmer. And right now it's playing out that way with Franklin's Bagdasarian in lane 2 coming on strong now. And Travers in lane 4 still with a slight lead. Milford in 3rd place at the moment. That's 3 laps done, 3 lengths done. It looks like in lane 2, lane 4 is Travers with the lead, but in lane 2 for Franklin, Sasha Bagdasarian has the lead. 4 lengths done at 1:09. So I believe this is 10 round trips for the 500-yard freestyle. Franklin has 1st and 2nd place at the moment. Milford in 3rd place. Almost midway through, if I'm estimating it right. I could be off a little bit here. it may be more than what I thought in terms of the length of laps to go. Lane 2 now with the lead is Sasha Bagdasarian. Franklin swimmer in lane 4 is Bridget Travers, and in lane 6 is Hannah Flage, and Bridget Howland is Milford swimmer in lane 3. Big lead as we finished 7 lengths for Franklin. And in lane 2, still with the lead, is Sasha Bagdasarian. And she's 8 lengths done. Her time at 2:23.30 for 8 lengths. They're on length number 9 for Franklin, and it's again Bagdasarian with the big lead in lane 2, and in lane 4, Bridget Travers in 2nd place. Milford in 3rd place in lane number 3. 4th place is Hannah Flage. So we're coming up on here, I believe, the halfway mark, as hitting the wall is Bagdasarian at 3:02. And that's 10 lengths. So we're halfway through. Bagdasarian's still swimming well in lane 4, in lane 2. In lane 4 is Bridget Travers. Milford in lane 3 is in 3rd place at the moment, and Hannah Flage is the 4th swimmer out on the pool at the moment. In lane 2, Bagdasarian, still with a nice pace, and she hits the wall at 3:41. And in lane 4, Travers hits the wall at 3:45. Those are your top 2 swimmers in this. And this is the 13th lap about to be completed for Bagdasarian in lane number 2. Now in lane 4, completing her 13th leg, is Bridget Travers. The other 2 swimmers are behind a bit here in this 500-yard freestyle girls division. Come to you today from the Milford High School pool as Franklin unveils its new coach, Carl Cederquist. Long-time USA swim coach. I think he told me before the match day he was the coach there for 40 years. Lap 15, or length 15, about to be completed by Bagdasarian in lane 2. And in lane 4, the same for Bridget Travers. There are your 2 leaders. Milford in 3rd place at the moment, and Bagdasarian with 4 round trips to go. She tucks under and goes for her 17th length. Lane 6 is Flage, but she's a full round trip behind. In lane 4 is Travers. She's about a half a pool behind her teammate. 17 lengths in the books for Sasha Bagdasarian here in lane 2. Towards the bottom of your screen, that's how the numbering starts. At the bottom is 1, 2, and then the far length away from us as you look out on the action is lane number 6. Okay, this is the bell round. This is the last round trip for Bagdasarian in lane number 2. Her time on her seed time was 6:35.88. And right now she's at 6 minutes. So she has a chance to beat her seed time in lane number 2. Sasha Bagdasarian. I believe she will have it with plenty to spare. Bagdasarian. Oh yes, Bagdasarian hits it at 6:16.62. And in lane 4, Travers at 6:25.45. So Bagdasarian's seed time was 6:35. She blows it away with 6:14.62. And Travers was at 6:31, and she increases her mark to 6:25.45. Nice finish for Franklin, first and second in this event. This is the Milford swimmer in lane number 3. It's Bridget Howland. And she finishes at 7 minutes and 15 seconds. And Franklin will have the fourth finish here on the far lane. Hannah Flage, and she finishes at 7:11.06. Franklin 1 and 2 in this event. Another strong finish. Of the 13 events, Franklin has only finished second once. All the other events, they had first place. They had a swimmer finish first. They didn't sweep all of the events, but they had a first place finish in 12 of the first 13 events. We're going to move now to the boys 500-yard freestyle. Again, 20 round trips, 20 lengths, I should say, 10 round trips. And Franklin will have 2 swimmers in the pool. Milford will have 3. In lane number 2 for Franklin will be Patrick O'Toole. In lane 4 will be Brendan Collins. For Milford in 1, 3, and 5 will be Miles Latender, Aaron McIsaac, and Nick Lalengui. First whistle beckons them to the starting blocks. Franklin lanes 2 and 4, Milford 1, 3, and 5. They're on their mark. And we're underway here. The 500-yard freestyle. Looking at the seed time for Franklin, O'Toole was non-tendered here. He does not have a time, but Brendan Collins has a time of 5:10.99. So that's about a minute faster than the girls. We'll see if he can keep that pace up. In lane 4 is going to be Brendan Collins. He's got a 1 body length lead on the Milford swimmer. Milford in second place, and in third place, Franklin in first and fourth at the moment. Swimming away here in lane 4 is Brendan Collins of Franklin. There's a length and a half lead on Milford in lane 3. 3 lengths done. Now it's a 2-length lead for Brendan Collins in lane 4. Lane 3 is Aaron McIsaac. Collins bounces off the boards. Still maintains that 2.5 to 3 length lead as he is about to complete his 5th lap of 20. This is the boys 500-yard freestyle. Collins has opened up a 4-length lead on McIsaac in lane 3. Collins in lane 4. And Franklin in lane 2 is Patrick O'Toole. Collins, again, that 4-length body lead on his competitor from Milford, as Collins is about to finish his 7th leg of 20 legs. Again, Collins's seed time was 5:10.99. Let's see if he can, that's a great score. We'll see if he can come close to that. 6 legs done, 14 lengths of the pool to go. For Brendan Collins, for Miles Latender, Patrick O'Toole, Aaron McIsaac, and Nick Lalengui for Milford. 9 laps, 9 lengths of the pool done for Collins in lane 4. He has a big lead. He has a 3/4 of the pool length lead over the Milford swimmer. Almost a full pool length as Collins tumbles through and starts his next lap, which is length number 11. Collins finishing now his 12th length of the pool swim. Still going at a pretty nice pace. The other swimmers have slowed down considerably. Collins has a lot left in him. He finishes 12 lengths. 8 to go for Brendan Collins of Franklin. His teammate in the pool in lane 2 is Patrick O'Toole. Franklin, I would say, pretty well in front in this overall meet. Hockomock matchup between Franklin and the homestanding Milford Scarlet Hawks. And how about Milford with the wherewithal to have a pool on their own campus? It's unbelievable. Collins still swimming fast in lane 4. He's got a lot left in the tank as he finishes 14 lengths. Collins now approaching the 4-minute mark in his swim. He'll hit the wall at length 15 at 3:59. 5 lengths to go for Brendan Collins. The other swimmers have slowed down considerably, but not Collins. 4 lengths to go for Brendan Collins. Can he beat his seed time, which was 5:10.99, 5 minutes, 10 seconds, and 99 hundredths of a second? He is still swimming, I would say, just as fast as when he started. Get Collins go in lane number 4. And this is his final round trip. Collins in lane 4 at 4:44. He's got a chance to beat the 5:10.99. I don't think he will. No, I don't think he will. He's at right now 4:59. It's going to be close for Brendan Collins in lane 4 for Franklin. He's going to take first place in the 500-yard boys freestyle. 5:07, 5:08, 5:09, 5:10, 5:11. He didn't quite get his seed time. He finished at 5:13.45. 5:13.45. All the other swimmers a long ways to go in this one. Collins with the victory, another first place finish for Franklin. More laps coming for the other swimmers. See if we can pick out for Franklin in lane number 2 is Patrick O'Toole. And let's see if they're going to put the marker down there. It's going to be his 15th length. So he's got a ways to go. I think Milford will have second place in this, as their swimmer in lane 5 has a 3/4 of a pool length lead over O'Toole. So a long ways to go yet in this one. Milford takes second place with his time of 6:09.06. So about a minute, just less than a minute slower than the Franklin winner in Brendan Collins at 5:13.45. The other boys continuing to finish. Milford in second place. And let's see here. Still have quite a few lengths of the lap of the pool to go. As Collins is just relaxing in the pool along with the Milford swimmer. They finished 1 and 2. A grueling event, the 500-yard freestyle. 20 lengths of the pool. O'Toole in lane number 2. A lot of fans still cheering on their favorite swimmer here at the Milford pool. And this is going to be the final leg, I believe, for O'Toole in lane number 2. This should be it, his final length. This will be for 4th place. Milford won 2nd and 3rd place. And Franklin swimmer will come in here in 4th. They're cheering on for Patrick O'Toole. He's going to finish with a time of 7:57.34. 7:57.34. Franklin finishes 1 and 4. Milford 2nd and 3rd. That is the 500-yard boys freestyle. Now we're going to move to the girls division again. This will be a 200-yard freestyle relay. And this will be Franklin swimming in lanes 2, 4, and 6. 2, 4, and 6.
And in lane 2, first off will be Chloe Chu, followed by Madeline Surdy. Next will be Hannah Flage, and then Sasha Bagdasarian, all in lane 2. In lane 4 for Franklin will be Hirikali Barali, Elise Ferreira, Bridget Travers, and Molly McKinnon. And in lane 6 for the Panthers, Amelia Chambers, Amelia Piercy, Sanvi Dond, and Addison Lincourt. Those will be your 4 swimmers in lane number 6. This will be a 200-yard freestyle. First whistle beckons the girls up, and they're on the starting blocks. Again, Franklin has Chu in lane 2, Barali in lane 4, and Chambers in lane 6. And the girls are in the pool. This is 200 yards. Milford with the early lead in lane 3. Barali close behind, just a nose behind. And Barali with a nice turn, and she gets the lead on the nice turnover. Nice spin. Barali with a little bit of a lead here. This is the freestyle relay. Next up for Franklin will be, in lane 2, Elise Ferreira. I'm sorry, in lane 4, Elise Ferreira. In lane 2 will be Madeline Surdy. Franklin with the lead in lane 4. This is Elise Ferreira swimming there. Milford in second place in lane 3. Franklin in third place in lane 2, and that is Madeline Surdy. Next in lane 4 for Franklin is Bridget Travers. Now in lane 2 for Franklin is Hannah Flage. Franklin with a nice lead with Travers swimming in lane 4. This is the 200-yard freestyle relay. Bridget Travers in lane 4. And she hits the wall. Molly McKinnon will take her place. McKinnon dives into the pool in lane 4. And in lane 2, diving in the pool for Franklin is Sasha Bagdasarian. In lane 6, replacing Sanvi Dond will be Addison Lincourt in lane 6. And they're in the pool, all those swimmers just mentioned. In lane 4, Franklin is going to come in and win it with a time of 1:53.16. And Franklin will have second place in lane 2 with a time of 2 minutes and 20.20027. Milford has third place in lane 3 at 2:05.39. And the battle for fourth place is on in lane 6. It's going to be Lincourt for fourth place at 2:21.01. And Milford has fifth place at 2:26.75. So a nice race there by Franklin. And they win. They take first place in that as well. And it was the team of Barali, Ferreira, Travers, and McKinnon at 1:53.16. Now going to move to the boys 200-yard freestyle relay. And Franklin will have two teams in. In lane 2 will be Connor McHenry, Brendan Flage, Patrick O'Toole, and Joshua Balo. And in lane 6 will be Ollie McCarthy, Miller Wasick, Brady Loomis, and Arch Tiagi. And Milford will be in lanes 1, 3, and 5. So Franklin with 2 lanes to fill, Milford with 3. They have a few more participants than Franklin in this particular event. The same that we just saw on the girls' side, the 200-yard freestyle relay. Come to you today from the Milford High School pool, the Milford High campus, a Hockomock League matchup between Franklin and the Scarlet Hawks of Milford, as new coach Carl Cederquist at the helm of the Franklin program. First whistle beckons the boys up. Franklin in lane 4 will have Connor McHenry. I'm sorry, in lane 2 and lane 4, Ollie McCarthy. And there's the horn, and they're in the pool. Nice start from Milford in lane 3. And that is Corey Rattray. He has the lead for the Scarlet Hawks in lane 3. Lane 4 for Franklin is McCarthy. He's going to be replaced by Miller Wasik. But it's Milford with the lead in lane 2. In lane 3. In the pool for Milford is Ethan Fiedler. And for Franklin in lane 4 is Miller Wasik. Milford with the lead in lane 3. That swimmer is really going to town in lane 3. That is Ethan Fiedler. And he's replaced now by Ben Pezza. In lane 4 for Franklin, Wasik is replaced by Brady Loomis. Loomis in the pool. Also in lane 2 is Brendan Flage. Milford with a big lead, a half a pool length lead for Milford in this event. In lane 4, Franklin in the pool. And that is Arsh Tiagi. But Milford is going to take this one. Milford is going to win this one. In lane 3, finishing up is Aaron McIsaac. Here comes McIsaac to the wall, and he finishes at 1:42.27. Battle for second place, and Franklin gets it by a nose at 1:47.92. And Milford with first and third place, and Franklin will finish up in fourth place. So Milford wins it with Corey Rattray, Ethan Fiedler, Ben Pezza, and Aaron McIsaac. The fans cheering on their swimmer in lane number 2. That is Joshua Balo. They were really cheering him on. He finished with a time of 2:13.25. Franklin in second place in that event. So a rare win for Milford. They've had a couple of first place finishes. We're going to go now to the girls' 100-yard backstroke. And Franklin will have 3 swimmers in. Milford will have 3 as well. Franklin in lanes 2, 4, and 6 will be Keegan Wright in lane 2. Her seed time was 1:15.94. Hirakali Barali in lane 4, her seed time was 1:04.44, so she's a swimmer to watch. And Kira Fitzgerald in lane 6, her seed time was 1:30.88. First whistle beckons the girls to the starting blocks. Again, Wright, Barali, and Fitzgerald lanes 2, 4, and 6. We're going to jump in the pool. This is going to be the backstroke, so you don't start on the starting blocks. You start inside the pool. The backstroke, 100 yards. 4 lengths of the pool. We're underway. Franklin lanes 2, 4, and 6. And in lane 4, Barali with the lead. Barali with a 3/4 length lead over Milford. Barali tumbles through at about 16 seconds. 4 lengths of the pool. This is the backstroke, 100 yards. Hirakali Barali in lane 4. Halfway home at 31.87. That's a good pace for her. Again, her seed time was 1:04.44. She has a chance to beat it. Barali in lane 4. Hits the wall at 48 seconds. Barali in lane 4. He's closing in on 1 minute. The time was 1:04.44, 1:03, 1:04, 1:05.15 for Barali, but she takes first place. Next up for Franklin lane 2, 1:13, and that is Keegan Wright. Milford takes third place, and Franklin will have fourth place. Franklin 1 and 2, Milford 2, 3 and 5. Franklin also with fourth place. So another strong event for Franklin, keyed by the backstroke swimming of Hirakali Barali. The boys will be up next. And this will be the 100-yard backstroke, the same event for the boys. And they'll have 3 swimmers in the pool. In lane 2 will be Arsh Tiagi. In lane 4 will be Zach Pecora. And in lane 6, Brendan Flage. And for Milford, in lane 1, Corey Nystrom. In lane 2, Corey Rattray. And in lane 5, Connor Hayes. This will be the 100-yard backstroke. Again, 4 lengths of the pool. Girls are still cooling down in the pool as the boys get ready to go. This is our 10th, our 9th, let's see, check it, our 18th event of the afternoon. Almost to evening now. Milford, a great host for this event. What a treasure to have this pool on your campus. There's the whistle beckoning the players to approach the starting box. And they're going to be in the pool, I should say, because of the backstroke style of swimming here. Again, Arsh Tiagi for Franklin in lane 2, Zach Pecora in lane 4, and Brendan Flage in lane 6. And here we go, the backstroke, 100 yards. Milford with the lead in lane 3. That's Corey Rattray. Now Franklin with the nose with the lead. Zach Pecora in lane 4. And Pecora with about a 1 foot lead. Pecora on the backstroke. Head to head with Rattray. Pecora in lane 4. Hits the wall and spins down. He's got a half a length lead now over Rattray. Pecora in lane 4, a full length lead over Rattray. 1 length to go for Zach Pecora in lane 4 for Franklin. Milford in 2nd place. Milford in 3rd place, and Franklin has 4th and 5th at the moment. And Pecora is going to get a finish line at 57.45 for Pecora. Milford finishes 2nd at 100.99. 3rd place will go to Milford. And that time is going to be 1:11.59, and Franklin finishes 4th. And that time is 1:13.23. 57.45, and he beats his own seed time by about 1 minute and 1 second and 500th of a second is Zach Pecora of Franklin. Another first place finish for the Panthers. I think they finished in first in all of the events except 2 or 3. Now we're going to go to the girls' 100-yard breaststroke. And for Franklin, they'll be again swimming in lanes 2, 4, and 6. In lane 2 will be Tegan Danahy. In lane 4, Taylor O'Neill. And in lane 6, Chloe Chu. Milford will be in lane 3 with Vidi Raval. And in lane 5, Camilla Costa. Camilla Costa was the one who sang the national anthem here today. So this is going to be the girls' 100-yard breaststroke. The whistle beckons them to approach the starting block. And they will be jumping off the starting block because it's the breaststroke. Again, Franklin lanes 2, 4, and 6. Danahy, O'Neill, and Chu. And in lane 4, Franklin's O'Neill with the lead. Taylor O'Neill, the breaststroke. Franklin has first and 3rd place. Milford in 2nd place at the moment. And in 1st place with 1 of 4 legs done is Taylor O'Neill. She has a 2.5 length lead over Vedi Raval. O'Neill halfway home. Hit it at about 38 seconds. Her seed time was 1:17.53. In lane 4 there is Taylor O'Neill of Franklin. Milford in 2nd place in lane 3. Franklin in 3rd and 4th place in lanes 2 and 6. 1 length of the pool to go for Taylor O'Neill. Her time to beat was 1:17.53. That's her seed time. She's at 1:10 right now. Can she make it? O'Neill, 116, 117. She'll be off her seed time, but O'Neill is going to finish first with a time of 122. No, they didn't stop the clock. I think it was 120. Milford has second place. Franklin has third and fourth. Milford with first, 3 and 4. Franklin with first, 3 and 4. Milford with second place. So another win for Franklin, and we move now to the girls' 400-yard freestyle relay. No, I'm sorry. We have the boys' 100-yard breaststroke. Same event for the boys, and they'll have a swimmer in lane 2, Amir Shakarov. In lane 4, Owen Chandaria. In lane 6, Joshua Balo. Franklin, as usual, in lanes 2, 4, and 6. This will be the same event as the girls, the 100-yard breaststroke. We finished the event not with 2 events coming up. Will be the boys' 400-yard freestyle relay. That's going to be exciting. We have one more event after, 2 more events to go. This one more, and then we finish up with the boys' 400-yard freestyle. The girls will be next with the 400-yard freestyle. But first we have one more boys event, the boys' 100-yard breaststroke. Again in lane 2 is Amir Shakarov of Franklin. Lane 4, Owen Chandaria of Franklin. In lane 6, Joshua Balo. Tremendous competition. Franklin was so strong of a swim team. Under new coach, Carl Cederquist. Franklin with 37 total athletes in this event, in the swim meet here today. So we're waiting. There's the whistle. First whistle. Second whistle, boys are up on the platform. Again, Shakarov in lane 4, Chandaria in lane 2, Shakarov in lane 2, Chandaria in lane 4, and Balo in lane 6. This is the 100-yard breaststroke, and in lane 4 is Chandaria, Owen Chandaria. Very close with Ethan Fiedler of Milford. Chandaria in lane 4, he's got a 3/4 of a length lead. Chandaria in lane 4, maintaining that lead. Halfway through. Chandaria now a full length lead over Fiedler. The breaststroke, a difficult stroke. Chandaria in lane 4 with a 1 length lead. 1 lap to go. Chandaria with a 1.5 length lead over his opponent. Chandaria digging hard in lane 4. His seat time was 1:10.68. His finish time 1:04.96. And Milford has second place at 1:07.73. And the battle for third place, Franklin's going to have it in lane 2. It's going to be Amir Shakarov. Shakarov will hit the wall at 1:24.68. Milford in fourth place, and Franklin will finish up in lane 6 in fifth place. So Franklin with a good performance by Owen Chandaria. He improved on his seed time by almost 5.5 seconds. So we have 2 events left here today. The girls' 400-yard freestyle relay should be a dandy of a race, followed by the boys with the same event, the 400-yard freestyle. So this should be something. Franklin will have lane 2 occupied, and they'll lead off with Hannah Flage. The 2 swimmer in lane 2 will be Kira Fitzgerald. Number 3 swimmer will be Keegan Wright, and the 4th swimmer will be Tegan Denny. So Keegan in lane 3, Tegan in lane 4. I'm sorry, the 4th swimmer up. And in lane 4 for Franklin will be Sasha Bagdasarian, Ava Pecora, Sania Bagdasarian, and Taylor O'Neill. The girls are up on the starting blocks. Milford in lanes 3 and 1. I'm sorry, lane 3. They only have 1 swimmer in the pool. Franklin with 3 swimmers in 2, 4, and 6. And in lane 4, off to the early lead is Sasha Bagdasarian. She has 2.5 lengths lead on her opponent from Milford, Bridget Howland. Sasha Bagdasarian. Again, this is 400 yards. They finished 100. I'm sorry, 50 yards. They finished 50. 25-yard pool here in Milford. Sasha Bagdasarian. Up next will be Ava Pecora of Franklin in lane 4. The Franklin team seed time was 3:54.88, an excellent time. And it's going to be Pecora in the pool in lane 4, replacing Sasha Bagdasarian. Each girl swims 2 round trips. Pecora swimming fast in lane number 4. Franklin with a big lead here in this 400-yard freestyle relay. One more round trip for Ava Pecora in lane 4. Franklin in 2nd and 3rd place at the moment. Milford, though, close behind in lane number 3. This is Pecora in lane 4 with the big lead. She hits the wall at 1:48. Pecora finishing up her stint here on this relay. Taking the swim next will be Ksenia Bagdasarian. And Ksenia is in the pool. Franklin still in 2nd and 3rd place as well. This could be a nice sweep for the Panthers. Ksenia Bagdasarian in lane 4. She'll have another round trip to go before she's replaced by Taylor O'Neill for Franklin. In lane 6 in the pool now is Julia Luster. No, I'm sorry, she's in lane 3 for Milford. Kira Fitzgerald. Ksenia Bagdasarian in lane 4, pouring it on at 2:46. She hits the wall. About to enter the pool in lane 4 is Taylor O'Neill. She's getting ready. Arms outstretched. Bagdasarian hits the wall. O'Neill is in the pool in lane 4. 2 round trips to wrap it up for Franklin. Big lead for the Panthers here. We passed the 3:08 mark. The Franklin seed time was 3:54.88. I don't think they're going to get it. This is O'Neill in lane 4. Franklin in 1st place, 2nd place, and 3rd place. Milford finishing 4th at the moment. 1 round trip to go for Taylor O'Neill for Franklin in lane number 4. The girls' 400-yard freestyle relay. Franklin with a big lead, not only in 1st place, but 2nd and 3rd place as well. O'Neill at 3:51, 3:52, 3:53. O'Neill heading for the blocks. Taylor O'Neill, can she get under 4 minutes? No, 4 minutes and 0.85, 4:00.85 for Franklin. 4 minutes flat, 0.85 for Franklin. And Milford still swimming here. 2nd place goes to Franklin at 4:17.93. I'm sorry, that was Milford at 4:17.93. I'm still going to correct it. That was just a quarter post. That is not the final, so Franklin still has a chance to finish first, second, and third. O'Neill finished it up with her team at 4 minutes flat, .85 of 1 second. And now Franklin has second place at 4:17.85. That's the team of Garmella, Boudreau, Scott, and Chambers. And Franklin now in lane number 6 for the third place finish. They're coming in and they get the top 3 spots at 5:16.01 in lane 6. In lane 2, I want to correct it, was Hannah Fleege, Kira Fitzgerald, Keegan Wright, and Tegan Danahy. And in lane 6 in third place, Chisavasini Garanella, Ileana Boudreau, Chelsea Stott, and Amelia Chambers. Franklin sweeps first, second, and third. One event left, the boys 400-yard freestyle relay. And Franklin will have 2 teams in, and Milford will also have 2. Franklin will be in lane 2 and in lane 4. And in lane 2 for the Panthers will be the team of Brendan Fleege, Patrick O'Toole, Amir Shakarov, and Connor McHenry. And in lane 4 for Franklin, Ollie McCarthy, Zach Pecora, Brendan Collins, and Owen Chendaria. The whistle brings the players to the starting block. Franklin with 2 teams in, Milford with 2 as well. They're on their mark. This event, the last event of the day, is underway, and Milford gets a nice jump off the starting block. In lane 3, Milford is Corey Rattray. Hits the wall at 12.5 seconds. Rattray in lane 3. Swimming hard again, 2 round trips per swimmer. Rattray with the lead of about a half a length. He still has it. Now a 3/4 length lead for Rattray over Ollie McCarthy of Franklin in lane 4. Rattray in lane 3. Again, it's Rattray with a 1.5 length lead at the moment. Next in for Milford will be Ben Pezza. And for Franklin will be Zach Pecora. Pezza's in the pool. Pecora is in the pool. It's a 1.5 length lead for Milford in lane 3 over Franklin in lane 4. Milford swimming strong in this event. Franklin with a nice turn off the deck. A nice turn by Pecora. He's closed within a foot of the lead. Let's see if Pecora can turn it on here. He hits the wall and Pecora takes the lead over. Pecora in lane 4. Nice moves off the walls. This is Zach Pecora. Franklin now by a 1 length lead over Milford. Lane 4, Pecora with a good bounce off the wall. And here he comes, Zach Pecora. Next up for Franklin in lane 4 will be Brendan Collins. Franklin trying to end it on a high note. And Collins is in the pool in lane 4. In lane 3 is Ben Pezza for Milford. Pecora in lane 4. A nice lead for Franklin. Almost half of the length of the pool, a little less than that. Swimming hard is Zach Pecora. He's got another round trip to go before he's replaced by Brendan Collins in lane 4. Pecora, half a pool length lead over the Milford opponent in lane 3. This is he in lane 4. Getting ready to replace him is Brendan Collins. Pecora at 2:36 and counting. Pecora comes through, and in the pool now is Brendan Collins. We're halfway home in this final event of the day. Brendan Collins in lane 4. A half a pool length lead over Milford. Collins with the freestyle stroke, the relay. He's the 3rd swimmer of their 4. Brendan Collins in lane 4. He'll have to finish here in one more round trip before he's replaced by Owen Chendaria. Collins with a 3/4 of the pool length lead now over Milford. Collins in lane 4, swimming hard. Brendan Collins flips on lane 4. Collins will be replaced by Owen Chandaria in lane 4. Franklin with the big lead. And that's it. 3:34 for Franklin. A big event for the Panthers. And second place goes to Milford at 3:45. 11-second win for Franklin. And Franklin tops its seed time by 10 seconds. Milford has second place, and Milford battling out with Franklin for third place in this event. In lane 2 for Franklin is the team of Flage, O'Toole, Shakaroff, and McHenry. And I believe this is McHenry finishing up in lane 2 for the Panthers. McHenry is going to hit the wall. And the Franklin swim team has one more lap to go. McHenry in lane 2. Milford gets second and third place, and Franklin will just finish up here with Connor McHenry. Swimming team cheering him on in lane number 2. This is great sportsmanship by the Panthers. The whole squad is cheering him on. One length of the pool to go for McHenry to finish up the swim meet here in the Hockomock event between Milford and the Scarlet Hawks of Milford. The whole team cheering on Connor McHenry to finish up in lane 2. McHenry, those arms got to be tired. McHenry, few feet to go. McHenry with the applause ringing in the background. McHenry hits the wall at 5:26.87. Well, fans, that's going to wrap up our event. What an event here today in Milford. Franklin, by my estimation, of all of the events that there were 22 of them, finished first, I believe, in 19 of them. And the Panthers defeat the Milford Scarlet Hawks, and they're passing out some prizes here to the winning team here for Franklin. And the swim meet is over. What a start to the swim meet here in 2025. Franklin, I believe, wins it with first place finished in at least 19 out of 22. I'd like to thank you fans for tuning in on Franklin TV and on YouTube.
Today's meets for the girls, Franklin 98, Milford 55.
So on the girls' side, we do have a final score. Franklin 98, Milford 55.
Franklin 80, Milford 89.
And on the boys' side, Milford wins it. So that's a bit of a surprise. Franklin with many first place finishes, but Milford finished second and third. You get points for that as well. So a split decision here. Franklin girls win it 98-55. Milford boys win it 89-80. I'd like to thank our producer, our director, our camera operator tonight, our technologist, Chris Flynn, among the first to arrive and the last to leave. This is Pete Roy saying so long from Milford High School as Franklin Milford splits this Hockomock championship. The final scores here, Milford in boys 89-80 over Franklin. Milford loses it to Franklin girls, Franklin 98-55. Pete Royce saying so long from Milford and Happy New Year till we see you next time on Franklin TV. So long, neighbors.